just so critical. And I think when you can see some of the challenges and struggles, and then where they are today, is pretty rewarding and pretty powerful. Does that resonate with any of you in terms of in your experience or what you've been doing? And
can you talk a little bit about just how you came up with the logo? Was this a national thing? Was this, how did it?
Yeah, no.
Evolve.
The logo before that was kind of, you repeated it, was growing up is serious business.
Yeah.
So that was the logo before. And this is kind of funny. This was probably 20 years ago, and I was at a bar, and the bartender, the guy behind the bar, had a T-shirt that said, "Growing up is serious business." Where'd you get that? And he goes, "Oh, I just love it. It so much speaks to, He just thought it was like the coolest T-shirt that he had come across, So, but we no longer have that. It actually came from a new CEO that came to Girls Inc. And it was interesting because it was the first time to have somebody from the corporate world come in and lead us. She worked very top management in Avon. So very much we went through a strategic planning process, and also we went to our girls. So they did focus groups with the girls, and it was also, in terms of how do you want to be seen? And so it was through that kind of discussion with girls that this kind of strong, smart, and bold came forward. And I think also we were really looking, and I think from this corporate model, it was wanting to position a very positive light, because too often I think, it's looking at deficiencies, the tremendous needs out there, what we're attempting to overcome based on those needs, and this was, and it resonates with our girls, recently the girls were on a field trip to an art museum, and so a person was talking to them, and this was our, I don't know if it was middle school or upper elementary, and so the question came, she said something to them, "So, I know your mission is to inspire girls to be strong, smart, and bold." And she says to this little girl, she says, "So what are you?" And the little girl says, "I'm all three. I'm strong, smart, and bold." And I just, it's like, good for you, So, and it's something also, I think all of that builds a culture within an organization, and I also think of one of our other programs, which is our Eureka program, and it's actually a 4-year program, so girls enter it this summer before they go into 8th grade, and now it's 5 years, we've just added a 5th year, so they go through their 12th grade, and when you're talking to a middle school age girl, making a 4-year or 5-year, commitment, they're looking at you like you're, really out of your mind, I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. But the culture there is that, 110% effort. And if you keep trying, because they do a lot of sports, if you keep trying to hit that basketball in, you'll get it, But you've got to, so there's this amazing culture there of just putting yourself out and taking positive risk. That whole thing of positive risk taking. So it's not by mistake that their sports activities during the summer is surfing. When I first got this stuff, the staff wanted to take the girls surfing, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, okay. I had 20 different questions, in terms of, okay, so who's going to be there? What's and they do outdoor adventure, so some more risk-taking opportunities. And I can remember the first few years when we were evaluating that project, and I was focusing on the whole STEM piece, the science, technology, math, and the evaluating back, and she goes, "Not seeing any impact around science, technology, and math." She says, "But I don't know what you're doing with these girls." However, because they have this sense of, taking risks, being so self-assured of themselves, and, so I thought, okay, and, part of me was like, well, what about STEM? This is what I'm telling, the evaluators. This is what, but you know, how critical that is in terms of self-worth, self-esteem. I can do anything, you know? And that's the kind of message we try to give our girls, you know, and if you work hard enough, you know, you can get there. And a lot of role models, you know, having women, you know, work with them and